Hey everybody, Bruce Michael, Kilo Trader here, looking and watching UAL, that is United Airlines. I also am in ABX from earlier this morning, but I'm seeing UAL set up here, so I decided to record it. ABX, I have an order by the way to go 1920 short, right here, 2,700 shares. And real quick look at ABX. Took it short right here. And as you can see, it's working really well right now, up about 852 bucks on that one. I'm going to cover that when it gets down to around the 43.10 area. If it gets down there, let me run back to UAL here for a second. I'm actually going to lift this because the right price to get in at is 1922 exactly. So I'm going to cancel the existing order. I'm going to take it at 1922. Okay, when that order triggers, I'm going to be back and we'll pick it up there. Okay, we are in here at 1922. I have a stop set at 1927, so I got 5 cents risk. It's about 100 and, well, after commissions, maybe 150 at risk here. I'm going to have to skip away from this because I'm getting close to ABX here. I'm going to want to cover this at 43. You know what, I'm up, let's see, what am I going to do? Well, first what I'm going to do is cancel all my orders. And I got 1200 here, 4309, let's say 4310. Cover that at limit of 4310. And I'm going to sit here for just a minute. UAL is up a little tiny bit, not a big deal, so I'm going to just watch this guy, see if we can't get this filled, and then we'll concentrate on UAL. Currently up 924. If it just so happens to come back to 4340 by chance, which would be about the high of that candle, I'm not going to wait that high, but if it comes back to 4340, I'm going to ditch it, close it out. Had a bad rally here on me which tested me, but I stuck with it. Real quick, go back to UAL for a second. Looks like I got a few minutes here on ABX. UAL looking like it wants to go, so I'm going to keep that stop at 1927. I got 100 and change at risk there, and easily make that up with what I'm making on ABX, so I'm not worried about it. Alright, when ABX get closer, I'll get back, or if anything happens with UAL, I'll get back here. Okay guys, we're watching ABX trying to get down here to 4310. Currently up a little over $1,000. I need 3 cents here. Hopefully this is not going to take too long. Currently in the hole on UAL about 50 bucks. Get back to that one in a minute. Just going to let this roll until I get filled here, I hope. Come on. UAL now in the hole for about 100. Was up as much as 240 on that. Trying to get out of this at 4310. As the order, you saw it just pop up there for a second. UAL now negative by 80. One penny here. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, we're out of that one. Alright, so ABX is closed at 4310. And now I got to get back to managing UAL and decide what I want to do with this. Yeah, that's a pretty strong pullback right there. And I just lost that at 1927. Alright, so I lost about 150 on UAL on that. And I made a little bit more than $1,000 on ABX. Okay, so real briefly I want to just go over this trade again. UAL came down fairly hard, down to the second level, consolidated briefly there. And this may still go, by the way. This was a result of oil inventories that were, I guess, less than they had anticipated. It's going to piss me off if this thing goes south again. I'm going to watch it just for a little bit. Anyway, so the oil inventories came out. Oil spiked that of course drove fuel prices higher on jet fuel, I suppose, and then people started selling this off. Not tremendously strong, okay, and that's one of the things we do look for. We look for a hard sell-off, not the hardest sell-off, but I thought it would go because of that oil in inventory data. Back to ABX for a second. This came down this morning. A lot of the gold stocks came down hard early on in the day. Oops. And this did not show up in my scan, however, but I was watching it because I have a different scan that runs that shows me something like this when this is happening. And I picked it up here. I got it at 43.98, and then as you can see, that worked out pretty well. I almost got taken out with this rally that occurred here, but I didn't. I stayed with it, and as you can see, it's now down to the third level down, and I expect it will probably consolidate that, but that remains to be seen. I'm not going to leave this video on long enough to see that. Just going to go back to UAL for a second. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to take this again. Alright, if I am, I'm going to make a new video for it, but right now I'm going to end this one. Hope you learned something from it. If you're not into trading from a day trading standpoint, I hope it was at least entertaining for you. Till the next video, thanks for watching.